What's good, guys? It is Leon from Sneaker Clinic, and today I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna finally do my first video of sneaker restoration. What I got in front of me is it's not really beat up. The midsole is definitely all flaky and stuff. This is my customer's pair. Do the right thing. All I gotta do is do midsole repaint. Why he doesn't want me to clean it, I don't know. Oh my god, what did I just do? Okay, anyways, let's go over the stuff, the supplies that you're gonna need to bring this midsole back. Shoes. Good quality paintbrushes. If you're gonna do painting, don't cheap out on the brushes. Don't even use a toothbrush. Sandpaper. And for the other painted areas that's not coming out, I might need to use some acetone or Angela's leather preparer and deglazer. Oh, don't try to be cool and apply acetone with your fingers or tissue paper. Grab some cotton balls. In my case, I'm using cotton rounds. Gonna need the right paint. In this case, DTRT yellow. Do the right thing. Yellow and of course flat white. I might need to use some GAC. This is a hard acrylic extender for non-porous surfaces. Kind of help promote the adhesion. And last but not least, when you're all done, I'm gonna go with the matte acrylic finisher. Fresh pho. Before we even start, make sure you clean your hands because we're going to eat pho first, duh. I don't need to tape the shoes off because I'm not painting right now. I'm going to start scraping off all the loose paint. Yeah, okay, this is fun. You wanna make sure that the surface you're painting on, it is dry, it is clear. It is dry and it is clean. Foundation is extremely important. Oh yeah, this is actually working even better. Superhuman Asian speed, working hard. All right, enough of the cringe. Preparation, it is key. Just make sure before you paint, clean the surface, make sure it's dry, make sure it's not glossy, you know, all that bad stuff. Think about it like building a home. If you got a weak foundation, you put up walls, most likely it's gonna collapse, right? So same as painting. I don't know what else to say. Just listen to me, okay? Please. Okay, so, look at my clean desk. That took me about like, what, 5 seconds to do? Not too bad. I'm gonna have to remove a little bit of leftover paint that's still on there and then give it a once over with acetone to make sure everything is completely ready to go before I start painting. Yeah, I forgot. When you're doing projects, recommended to wear a mask or gloves if you need to. For me, right now, I forgot to wear a mask. 5 seconds for one side, 5 seconds for the other side, total of 10 seconds for removing the paint. All right. What I'm gonna do, that was a little bit of Kevin Hart. What I'm gonna do is tape up the uppers just above the midsole. Because I'm gonna give the shoes a once over with acetone to remove all the leftover crap paint there. I'm protecting the upper blue because I do not want acetone or the old paint to kind of bleed onto the materials. Oh my god, taping. It is the most tedious step, but it is also important. But I don't know, if you got confidence, you don't need tape, by all means, don't use the tape. But for me, for this particular project, I didn't want to risk the cleanup or the mess or mistakes, so I decided to tape it. Not too bad. All right, here's a close-up of what I've done so far for the right shoe. Okay, left shoe now. Nice, okay, both are done. I got my round cotton flat ball. After acetoning it, it's gonna look a lot cleaner. If you need to wear a mask, go ahead and wear a mask. Oh, I shouldn't have. I got tape on my eyebrows. Holy moly, look at that. I actually plucked some brows. Oh my goodness. I actually forgot about the mask. Okay, yeah, what else can I say? Acetone. When you're doing this step, just make sure that you don't put too much. Don't soak up the midsole because it will eat away the material. And if you start painting over that, you're gonna notice that the surface is not smooth anymore. Yeah, what else can I say? Like this is also extremely important because it gets rid of any paint that you don't want on there existing. You want to make sure that the final product, the final finish is smooth and nice because everyone likes smooth skin, right? Yeah. Done. Okay, this is the right side without acetone. And here is the one I just finished. The left side, a lot cleaner. All right, I'm gonna get this one done. Acetone is done. What I'm gonna do is clean the midsole, let that dry before I start painting my first few light coats of white as the base. I'm also gonna mix a little bit of GAC 200 with the paint. I hope that's gonna help promote the adhesion, because this will be my first time actually mixing this product for painting midsoles. Before, I just basically paint straight on the midsole once it's clean, but hopefully this is gonna make it more durable. I have a steady hand, so I'm very confident not to make a mess as I'm painting the top part around the midsole. So I'm gonna remove the paint. Remove the paint. I meant to remove the tape. Cool. Inside of the air unit, the white paint there, I actually used the Angelus. For some reason, I found that the Angelus, even though it's not as strong as the acetone, the smell is actually stronger. And when I started doing the inner bubble, very careful, of course. See this? Yeah, that kind of, I guess it kind of removed a little bit of that midsole, which sucked. Definitely don't soak acetone and start wiping away. That's not what I did. I did a little bit, but it still managed to remove this little thing. So I'm gonna try to repair that with the GAC hardener and the paint. Hopefully it'll fill a little bit of the area. Luckily it's not horrible. Okay, so I know a lot of y'all are wondering, like, I'm never gonna give my shoes to this guy. I don't trust him anymore. But for this unplanned, I'm not afraid to show you guys, okay? I'm not gonna hide it. The end result, I am confident in a way that it's gonna look really, really like OG, hopefully. Who do I blame? Ay, what's going on the edge there? Angler, yeah, I'm gonna use this for the white paint first, because I like the very clean lines, but for some reason this one is just kind of like, okay, flat white. I'm gonna shake this up before I use it. Time lapse. At the beginning, I actually purposely stared at the camera really close. But I'm not gonna say anything for this. You should just watch what happens. Forgot to add the GAC. Such a fool. This is the kind of stuff that wastes time. Okay, gotta let that dry. I'm gonna work on the right side of the shoe. One of the other supplies that you should already have, you need a paint tray, but because mine's at work, I'm just gonna use this. So I'm going to pour a little bit of flat white on this awesome paint tray. Just, yeah, that's good enough. Okay, and I'll show you guys in a second the proportions or the ratio that I'm gonna do this with. I like how this GAC stuff, it's got a nozzle. Angelus, you should start doing this with some of your paint products, like your dolars. Dolars, they're important. So let's just put maybe, I don't know, beep, beep, beep. Okay, let's do one more. Beep. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, I was saying nozzle on the bottle cap. It is going to be handy for dolars because dolars, you don't need to use a lot of dolars. There. So it's got a little bit of translucent kind of color. That's the GAC, the paint. Don't follow this. I'm just doing this by eyeball. It's probably not right. And just mix it thoroughly. This looks like it's good to go. When I say good to go, sometimes it's not good to go, but it's good to go.
You know why I don't have background music? Because I don't get music. Yeah, this is my concentrating face. My very, very serious, just focus on doing the work and do nothing else but work face. Just like that French bulldog on my t-shirt. He's serious. Yeah, when you're painting, just don't do a thick coat, please, because that's just gonna get sloppy. You know, you don't want a sloppy Joe. You want stuff to be like thin and nice and smooth, like smooth skin, and it dries faster.
Okay, first base layer is complete. It looks like it's good to go. It is done. All right, give this shoe to my customer. It's looking a little glossy, so I'm gonna give it 10 to 15 minutes, dry it to the touch before I put the second layer on. I'm gonna do a new mix. That is garbage. Done. Oh my God, looking sexy. 45 layers of white paint. It is complete. Still trying to fix that midsole, but it's looking better than before. Oh yeah, different day, different black shirt. Let's show you guys how to tape this up so we can get the dirt yellow going.
Tape along the midsole for the sexy yellow.
Haha, sorry guys, I skipped a couple steps, including painting this part, which I didn't show you guys, and also the satisfying peeling of the tape after you're all done. And of course, the finisher. Can you see that boo-boo? Kind of, yeah. But it's not that bad anymore. See, I don't even need my glasses. That's how confident I am in my finished product. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button somewhere on the screen and the subscribe on the bottom. Should be right about there. Okay, not gonna rant, but I'm gonna rant. Angelus, you guys are good. Good quality stuff. Good quality stuff. I've been using your stuff since last year. The paintbrushes are good too, but for some reason, the micro detailing ones, like this for example, why after a couple water, soap, normal rinsing when I'm done, and then I let it dry before I use it, the wood, the black paint just cracks. And like this is how one of my fine point brushes look like now. Yeah, this one. This is a different one. Look. See the wood there? And then, boop. Okay, I'm gonna start painting now. Leon is out. Okay. That was good.